what do you think about the culture of the holders of this stock? Do they have diamond hands?
I think they really do. The entire crypto community is very much a sociological phenomenon of people who really, truly, genuinely believe in an alternative sort of internet sovereign financial system, internet sovereign money. And it's a very deep belief, right? The people who are in this are in it for life. And I don't think you're going to see a lot of weak hands here.
Olaf, let's just talk about, and look, we have countless American success stories that inspire everyone, really. They inspire startup founders and investors. And for your early association with a company which was based on some conviction around how the world of currencies might evolve, and a company that was founded in 2012 in a San Francisco apartment and is, today looking at a valuation up and down, depending on each minute we're looking here, but in the neighborhood of $100 billion. Looking back on when you were first part of the team, how do you feel about this moment and the journey up until now?
Well, it's really miraculous having been in the cryptocurrency space for 10 years now. This started as an incredibly nascent open source project and a series of sort of ragtag people around the world trying to make it work. And it's over the last 10 years, the progress has been exponential. It feels almost impossible that that dream is coming true. But to me, this is just the beginning of a sort of mainstream moment whereby we can get normal people, finally exposed to what is the most important technological paradigm shift of our lifetimes since the internet, right? I think we're seeing, the movement of corporate structures natively onto the blockchain. We're seeing faster capital coordination using these blockchain systems than we actually see even in traditional stock markets. So I think that this is really just a tipping point. It's actually the beginning of the sort of next 10 years of technological development and societal transformation.
So where do you see Coinbase then going, Olaf? I mean, is this a threat to the Wall Street banks, the money center banks?
I do think that Coinbase is absolutely a threat to those incumbents, but the much deeper threat, so to speak, is the actual cryptocurrency technologies themselves. Using things like smart contracts, you can actually automate financial services fully with software. So we already have decentralized exchanges, decentralized lending systems that are up and operating today, processing billions and billions of dollars. The area is nascent, but it's growing exponentially. I do think over the long term, that's the real threat to most of these big incumbents. One of the problems there is they can never compete because they're competing with a pure peer-to-peer global protocol system. It's not a business model that they can sort of emulate. It truly reinvents the substrate on which these financial services and assets are moving.
And just to build on that, Olaf, for a second, because I think for now, we are talking about the direct listing of a company largely known as a cryptocurrency exchange. But the Coinbase business is evolving, and there are other parts of the business. Is it too simplistic, in your opinion, to look at this as a trading platform for cryptocurrencies?
Yeah, I think that's very much too simple. Coinbase is sort of the gateway to what I would call the crypto economy. So they offer a kind of fiat on and off ramp so you can interact with your native banking and fiat money, cross that bridge and enter the crypto economy. Once you're inside the crypto economy, though, the sky is the limit. The amount of financial services that are out there globally available, embedded using software directly into these blockchain systems, it's really a completely new paradigm. And I do think many people underestimate the sheer number of users and the amount of capital that is embedded inside those systems. So ironically, I do think that over time, businesses like Coinbase will rely on that legacy banking bridge for a lot of their defensibility in their business model, as the actual crypto technology itself will end up disrupting most traditional financial services businesses, and even over the long enough time horizon, disrupting the corporate structure and the limited liability company structure itself. we can do capital formation and contracts between shareholders all natively using blockchain technologies. So while it's early,
Olaf, I think I saw on the let me just jump in here. I think I saw on the T-Live blog 43 million users of Coinbase, 7,000 institutional users, so already a huge base. I wonder about your hedge fund, Polychain. Can you buy Coinbase for the hedge fund, or are you solely devoted to buying crypto? And then also, do you own Coinbase shares as the first employee?
Yeah, I mean, I own Coinbase shares personally. We're also large investors in Coinbase out of my funds that are sponsored by Polychain. We're managing over $6 billion in the crypto economy today. A lot of that is more cutting edge exotic technologies, but we're also big believers in Coinbase and long-term holders.